When Seth decided to leave the dungeon, he did so as discreetly as possible, just in case he ever needed to return. However, the undead found out that Seth lived peacefully with the humans and labeled him a traitor. So when Seth returned home, the dungeon entrance was closed to him and guarded by Skeletron. Feeling rejected, Seth decided to fight his way in, sealing his fate as an enemy to his own kind. Welcome back. This is Rito here with another Spirit Mod Let's Play episode. We are playing as Seth the Skeleton using magic weapons as well as melee weapons. And last episode we defeated the Ancient Avian as well as the Queen Bee. Oh, is this the Enchanter? Yes. Someone had mentioned that I need to hold the blank glyph in our inventory and then it would bring this Enchanter NPC. Looks like these are different enchantments we can add to different things. For instance, this frost glyph allows us to enchant a weapon with a cold enchantment, and it says that it makes critical strikes conjure ice spikes that orbit you. So I think the one I want to do is the unholy one, the pestilence, because it does +6 armor penetration and the affected enemy loses life and it releases a toxic cloud. So what we need to do is grab some more blank glyphs so that we can convert those over. And this episode, we're going to be fighting Skeletron, doing the dungeon, and I think there's a few other bosses we can do as well after we do the dungeon, so we'll definitely try to find those. Lots of good stuff coming up, and let's go ahead and see if we can figure out how to use these. I just right-clicked, and it applied to the weapon. Okay, cool. And you can see the little icon right there, and then it shows in the tooltip the pestilence buffs. So I don't know if it's really going to be that useful on this sword, but we'll try it out. I'm sure later in the game we'll have kind of more optimized things we can put it on. So we are jumping right into things here. We've got the arena that I built in between episodes. Another thing is we have the Talon's Fury. This is a magic weapon that I got from the Ancient Avian. We had to fight her a few more times after the episode, but we got it. And you can see right there our little poison effect we have on our swords doing some good damage. And we've got just a simple arena here. Should be all we need to defeat Skeletron. Usually when we play modded, it's a lot easier to defeat these sort of bosses because we've got so many extra weapons and stuff. And it looks like we're doing pretty good damage. We can apply our buffs. Ooh, we could use our spear. Yeah, that's actually pretty good if we can stay like right next to the hands. Okay, let's try, we can go with this dagger. It's powerful as well. Oh, and we've got this spell that's really easy to use. Oh no. Oh, we got hit so hard there. So it's been a while since I've done a video because things in my area actually got really crazy with a winter storm. It was so dang cold. It got down to -10. We got over a foot of snow. And yeah, -10 Fahrenheit. And so that's like -23 Celsius, I think. It was really insane. We don't ever get snow here, so I didn't have anything to like shovel the snow. So I ended up having to use an Amazon box to basically turn it into a shovel. I collapsed the box and used it to just shovel snow. I had to do that for like the whole driveway and a lot of the yard so the dogs could do their business outside. It was pretty crazy, but the reason I wasn't doing videos is actually because my office, or the area where I've got my computer, is in a utility room. It's like a converted garage, and it doesn't have very good insulation, so the room was like actually freezing. So I ended up just closing off the room so we could conserve heat and everything and keep the other parts of the house warm. So that was exciting, but I'm back now, and it was 70 degrees today, which was amazing, so I am super happy for normal weather to be back again. So it looks like we're doing pretty well against Skeletron. We probably need to speed up the pace here. I've been just kind of talking, not super focused on defeating the hands. But once we get the hands, we'll start having the skulls, which that's really the tricky part of this boss fight. Oh, okay, we dashed into that and avoided damage. That was good. Oh, we just got hit by the head though. Yeah, we're almost done with both hands. So let's just switch over to this. And time to start doing circles. Okay, this thing doesn't do nearly enough damage because it doesn't have a fast enough attack speed. It's going to be really good for inside the dungeon though, I think, since we'll be close and doing the true melee hits. Okay, back to this super good photosynthesis strike. But we're going to be fine, I think. We've got half a night left to do DPS, so we should be able to defeat him. But we don't want to get hit there. This boss is actually really deceptive because you can think you're doing really well, but if he gets on top of you, the knockback continues to let him do damage when he's in his spinning phase. And so it can be really bad, and you can basically lose the fight with one little slip up. I need to get better at dodging that first skull that he shoots. 'Cause a lot of times it's very hard to... Whoa! I thought the projectiles I was using were his projectiles. And I thought that was a new mechanic for a second. If I was wanting to be super risky and get close enough to do true melee hits with this, I bet we could do so much damage. Yeah, like right there, I could have gotten stuck in his knockback and take a lot of damage. There we go. I dodged the first skull there. That was nice. Okay, photosynthesis strike time. Undead versus undead. Skeletron versus his previous minion, Seth. I like the little spore clouds that our weapon shoots out. It does a lot of extra damage. And only 300 health left. Oh no, did you see that? When I was shooting, it accidentally clicked on my magic mirror. That's happened so many times in different boss fights. It's just if your cursor strays up here, and if you accidentally use your magic mirror during a boss right at the end, that's like the worst. I think I've done that once or twice. So we've defeated Skeletron. Not too scary of a boss because we're pretty prepared and we've got some really good weapons. Mainly this dagger and the photosynthesis strike. They're still really powerful. And let's see what we got. We have, of course, the bone glove and we have the skeleton hand. So now that we've unlocked the dungeon, let's go ahead and jump right into it and see what we can find. The main things I'm looking for, like usual, are the Cobalt Shield. I think I also need the Muramasa, and then probably a Shadow Key. And I think that's pretty much all we need, but usually that takes about the whole dungeon to find. Is that a new painting? Like a Spirit Mod painting? I think it is. I don't know if this is Spirit Mod, but I've never seen this painting. I'm definitely going to hold on to it. Oh, and right away we found the mechanic. That's cool. Let's see what she's selling. Pretty much all the normal stuff. And another chest right there. An alchemy table, that's useful. Ooh, that's a new enemy. Okay, that's scary. Let's just use one of these spells. This one doesn't really do that well. I guess you kind of have to have the enemy on the other side of you. Oh, I know what I needed to do. I needed to use the spell like this. Use it facing upward. And then it would shoot from the ground. There we go. That's what I need to do. Like if I shoot this way, it will attack the enemy properly. It's kind of a hard thing to aim. I'm so bad at aiming this weapon. We got a Plagued Vial. Range damage. Okay, so it's the same sort of attack that that thing was using on me. Ooh, there's a new enemy down there, the Ghast. That looks cool. I love that they added some new enemies into the dungeon. Because the dungeon can start feeling a little bit repetitive after you've done it a lot. But with some new enemies, pretty nice. I've been fighting in the dungeon for a while and still no keys. We've passed a bunch of chests though. One thing I really like about this magic thing that I have, this accessory, the Sanguine Ward, is it breaks the pots for me. Like if I get close to them. I don't know if it's the Sanguine Ward that does that, but whatever is doing that, it's super nice. I guess let's try removing it. And yeah, things don't break. Whoa, what is that? That's a dungeon block that attacks me? A dungeon cube? Oh no, I'm cursed. I think I was cursed. Yeah, we're getting a lot of enemies down here. It's actually pretty treacherous. Let's see about switching weapons, maybe. Oh, a golden key, finally. I love the attack speed on this spear. But the range is a little bit low. 2 golden keys. Finally, we're getting some keys. Oh, there's our 3rd golden key. Let's go ahead and tank this guy. Okay, yeah. 4 golden keys in like 30 seconds. This is incredible. 5 golden keys? Yes. All of the slow parts of this dungeon are starting to... Whoa, I think that's 6 golden keys. No, that's 5. But incredible luck right there. I think that's the most golden keys I've ever gotten in a short amount of time. And time to start opening some chests. First chest, we got the Muramasa. Excellent. Another dungeon slime. And a wooden chest, which gives us a golden key as well. We probably have enough keys for everything we need from this dungeon. For sure. Even if we have pretty bad luck. And another one already. Oh, we gotta watch out though. I think that weapon's making us get too close to the enemies. Switch to like a dagger. Oh my gosh. There are so many enemies down there. Okay, maybe let's try using this spell and just pointing it straight up. It's doing decent damage. Honestly, this one's better though. Are those little souls? I've never seen something like that in pre-hard mode. That's cool. My character's confused though. There we go. Pierce these guys. Oh no. There's so many enemies. I'm still cursed? Come on. Come on. Wear off. Okay. And we have Shadow Key. Perfect. And the Valor. Honestly, not bad. A yo-yo would be pretty helpful right now. Don't have to get hit by his vials. This is going to be a terrible spot. I have a feeling there's just going to be more and more enemies that jump in here. So I'm going to go ahead and just absolutely demolish them. Otherwise we're going to be here all day trying to clear them out before more spawn. Let's see what we got here. Got the handgun. Let me grab these and let's get out of this death trap. Uh-oh. Got some strong enemies there. But they're no match for the OP Tome of 1,000 Fangs. This is pretty much the best pre-hard mode weapon I've found. I try not to use it on, you know, bosses and stuff, but right now it's pretty fun to use in the dungeon. And the fact that you can get it literally at the start of the game just from a blood moon is insane. So I think the only thing I'm missing is a Cobalt Shield now. Whoa, what was that glitch? It's like a weird lighting effect glitch there. There we go, Cobalt Shield. Yeah, what is that? It's all weird and glitchy. I don't think these are modded blocks. Just something about the lighting effect in here. And I think we actually have everything we need. We have the Muramasa, we've got the Shadow Key, and we've got the Cobalt Shield. And we still have 5 golden keys left. That was very efficient, even though we were off to a slow start. Got everything really well there. I don't know if there's anything else we really need. Guess we can kill this guy. It's weird that the hitbox is so big on that enemy. It seems like you'd be able to kind of go under it without getting hurt. Ooh, we got the Tenderizer. That's sweet. Killing enemies with this weapon heals life. I wonder what enemy we even found this from. We can craft our obsidian shield from the Cobalt Shield and an obsidian skull. That's very important. So let's put that on. I don't know if we've got anything preventing knockback. We honestly probably can drop our Sanguine Ward now and maybe put just this shield on instead. Usually bones are a critical crafting item for the modded progression, and it looks like in the Spirit mod that is also correct. So we've got a magic weapon. We need slagstone though, and it's dropped from that cool looking like magma ball called a Gluttonous Devourer and Demons. So we'll definitely need to go farm some of that up. And then we've got a summon and a huge slag breaker mace thing. That looks pretty sweet. And then we have the Marrow Pendant. There's also this right here, the Sea Break Pearl. And this summons the tide, and it can be used near the ocean. So here is the pendant, and I think this combines with some other stuff. Yeah, we need to get the rest of these, and we can get a really powerful pendant. In fact, maybe let's just try to get this upgraded, because I don't want to like lose this Grizzly Totem ability. And now we can also craft the Amazonian Charm. And now that we've got that, we just need to go get some of that slagstone. Whoa, what is that? It's like a crazy looking frozen skeleton thing. And it drops the Cryolite Ore. So I'm just looking for any ore that I don't recognize. Like that over there. I think this has got to be Cryolite. It's too strong for the Deathbringer pickaxe. That must mean we need a Molten. That means it's definitely going to be worth getting, because I think it's on the same tier as Hellstone. Maybe even a tier above Hellstone. Oh, that's a weird looking thing right there. That water's like stuck. I'm getting some kind of weird stuff happening. Like some glitches this episode. Okay, we got 2 slagstone. Oh, that's easy. We may be getting slagstone a lot faster than I thought. I forgot to bring an obsidian skin potion, and I don't really want to go back to base, so we can just do kind of the slightly slower method of just staying safe and picking this stuff up from a distance. I love how many gold portals you find in the underworld. Pretty handy. Okay, hopefully we can grab some of these. We got 16 of them before they all fell into the lava. Oh, and here's a shadow chest. I think we've been down here before. I forgot about that. Yeah. And we got the Dark Lance. Yes. Okay, that's better than a lot of our weapons, I think. Oh, I haven't even tried this Tenderizer. Let's try it on one of these bats. There we go. Heals us. And does some pretty good damage, too. And the Hellwing Bow. So good for a bow playthrough. Okay, I think that's probably good for now. Let's head back to base. And now we can craft a bunch of Hellstone. And we could do our Molten Pickaxe. And the last thing we need to do is craft our Hellstone Charm. And we can craft the Bloody Bauble. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it does an increase in melee speed by 5%. It does damage reduction and damage dealt by 5%, and critical strike chance by 5%, and attacks have a small chance to steal life. And we got it rolled to warding, first try. Excellent. That's probably one of the best pre-hard mode accessories you can get. And now we gotta use our spelunker and go back underground and go find all that cryo ore. Because I think I want to go cryo instead of molten. Oh no, I'm frozen, taking tons of hits. This is horrible. That is the longest frozen effect I think I've ever had. Okay, note to self, do not get close to those guys. Man, they're tanky too. Man, this really kind of feels like hard mode with how strong these enemies are. And they're teleporting. Honestly, that's a really good skill to add to any enemy in underground. Otherwise, they just get stuck behind the caverns. Seems like the way to get cryo ore is kind of just killing these enemies, because I'm not finding much of it otherwise. Never mind. I'm starting to find cryo ore. Oh, okay, so it's the blue on the map. It looks like water. That's the way to find it. And then we have the Cryolite Ore, and that crafts into the Cryolite bars. And let's see how many we need. So we need 20 to get the helmet. We need 15. Oh my goodness, we're gonna need a lot of this stuff. And then we also want to get the sword for sure. So that's another 15. Oh no. And that means we're gonna need probably like 300 or 400 Cryolite Ore. And we are nowhere close to that. So it's gonna be a while. I'll probably just skip through it and jump to when we've got it all, because I'm probably gonna need to farm this up for like 30 minutes. Well, after probably about 45 minutes, we've got plenty of this Cryolite Ore. Let's take a look at our ice biome now. I have mined all over it. See how many we can do. 209. I think I did a little bit too much, but we will for sure have everything we need to craft all this stuff. So here's one of those powerful like mace weapons. And then we've got this cool looking sword. Right click after 5 swings to summon a cryonic wave that inflicts cryo crush. Let's see. Whoa, that's really cool. Okay, so every 5 attacks we can do that, I think. Yeah, I like that. That's a very cool effect. And let's go ahead and put on this new armor set. I think it's going to be way better than our granite. With granite, we've got 41 defense. And with this, we've got 39, so a little bit less, but let's see what the set bonus says. Generates an icy aura that slows nearby enemies. This aura expands gradually, but resets when injured. I wonder if it increases our damage, because we got 37 melee damage with our current one, and we have 34 with the granite. And now let's see what this cryo staff does. Okay. Pretty sweet, just a simple ice bolt staff. And something that I've been wanting to do for quite a while is upgrade our vanity look. I haven't done this with any other playthrough, but I feel like with Seth the Skeleton, from the beginning I wanted him to look like he's just wearing rags, and that's why he's wearing the dryad coverings and the fossil greaves. And so now I want to switch it over to use fossil plate. I think it looks really cool. And now he looks like he's wearing more of a suit of armor. And once when we get maybe post-Plantera or maybe post-mech bosses or something, we can do another upgrade and maybe throw a helmet on him and change his armor up a little bit. I think that'll be pretty fun to show progression throughout this series. Another thing I did is I activated the Shield of Cthulhu's visibility and I dyed it brown and black. I think that looks pretty sweet for the vanity as well. And I think that's a great place to end this episode. We've defeated Skeletron, we've explored the dungeon, we unlocked a new tier of armor, this Cryolite Armor, and we've got some pretty cool stuff to do next episode. We're holding this Sea Break Pearl, which means we can do something called the Tide, which I assume is an event or it's a boss. So that'll be fun. And then we also have a special boss we can fight in the sky. And I don't know how to summon him yet. I'm gonna have to do some research, but the Starplate Voyager. And then for sure we'll be fighting the Wall of Flesh after that. I will try to do the next episode a lot sooner so you don't have to wait as long. Sorry about that wait once again. It was crazy weather here, but all that's passed. And so yeah, I hope to post the next video a lot sooner. Whoa! We have a snap trapper in our base? How the heck did that spawn in our base? That is insane. Oh my goodness. And we must have a little patch of jungle. Yeah, right here and right here, and it spawned a snap trapper. What RNG? And like I said, we'll be ending the episode right here, but definitely if you're enjoying this series, be sure to like and subscribe so you can catch the next episodes. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.